Praise the Lord. It is a wonderful day, but I'm going to be talking about something I really don't enjoy because it's something near and dear to my heart. But I have to get rid of those idols and trust God and how He leads me and what He allows me to see. So we're going to talk about iPet Go 2 and how it may involve Baton Rouge and LSU specifically. Let me start here and to give y'all an idea of what I started seeing in iPet Go 2 and made me want to bring this forward. When the young girl goes in front of the tanks, she's waving a flag and Skullduggery, or the skeleton, comes down and grabs her shoulder. On the back of her jacket is a tiger. It has 4 claws in one of its its left upper paw, and then no claws in its other one. LSU Tigers won the national championship at the beginning of this year, and I thought it was just simply that was to signal to all these other nonsense Satanists that this was in fact the year. 4th title, 4 claws, national champions LSU. But when he spins her around, she has 2 things on her face. Number 1, she has the circle, which is purple and gold, LSU's colors, and she has a heart. She's a Tiger fan. Well, one of the LSU coaches, unfortunately, his daughter died in a plane crash on the way to the SEC championship game. Now, if you know anything about sacrifices, well, I'll just leave it right there. Now, because when she looks up and sees the skeleton, she sees death, and then she looks down very sadly. And behind the skeleton is the fireworks, 4th of July again, 7475, which is the night of the buck moon. And those fireworks are purple, green, and gold. New Orleans, again, a Louisiana thing. So, Mardi Gras. So, there's that. Then, beyond that, if we back up a little bit, when they're coming out of the classroom, you have Psalm 23. Well, there's a little reference to that out there. LSU has what's called Memorial Tower. It is a clock tower that rings bells, and it is perpetually stuck currently, because it's under construction, at 12. Also, there is a fence that is around it because it's under construction, just like the fence in iPet Go 2. Another thing. So, the fence is there, the clock tower is there, the American flagpole is right in front of it. And, so that's there. Are they going to break down the flagpole like it is in iPet Go 2 and then rip up the flag? I don't know. Are they going to do some sort of, racial event out there? I don't know. But the tearing of the flag, the dividing of America, will this be where they pull in the National Guard or some of this stuff? These are clues, but I felt like if I didn't say this, that perhaps somebody might go out there and find themselves in a heap of trouble. One other thing is Tom Hanks' new film, Greyhound, Grey State, is coming out on July 10th. It was filmed in Baton Rouge on a warship that we happen to have parked on the Mississippi River. In the trailer for the movie, he talks about 7 ships being destroyed or hit and having lost 50 sailors. So 750, you take the 0 out in gematria, so you have 75. That warship is currently there. There is a new sculpture out on the Mississippi River right in front of the USS Kidd, and it is of an eye. It's called Eye on the River, and it makes the sound and singing. And it also is very reflective. Well, no, Satan loves mirrors. So, based on all that, and Tom Cruise forecasting 311 in his Grammy speech and all that stuff, and then does he forecast 7.5 in this trailer for the movie that's coming out on July 10th? I don't know. Anyway, guys, I don't like talking about that kind of stuff because if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. and I could be wrong. But what I'm seeing, and I'll show you tomorrow when I edit this little walk around LSU video, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It is everywhere. There's also a hammer and a sickle, just like the guy that gets covered up by the green goo, on the side of a building that is right next to the clock tower. Not to mention Aladdin's lamp and an open book of spells. You're not going to believe it. Anyway, so very difficult for me to talk about this, so I asked for a little bit of, because I'm going to take some blowback. I'm in Baton Rouge and all that fun stuff. So here we go. Daniel 3, and I'm just going to go to 20. And this is Nebuchadnezzar throwing Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego into the fiery furnace for not kneeling to his idol. LSU football team is an idol in Louisiana. And he commanded the most mighty men that were in his armor, this is verse 20, in his army to bind Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego and cast them into the burning fiery furnace. Then these men were bound in their coats, their hosen, and their hats, and other garments, and were cast into the midst of the fiery furnace. Therefore, because the king's commandment was urgent, and the furnace exceedingly hot, the flame of the fire slew those men that took up Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego. And these three men, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, fell down, bound into the midst of the burning fiery furnace. Then Nebuchadnezzar the king was astonished, and rose in haste, and spake. And he said to his counselors, Did we cast three men bound into the midst of the fire? And they answered unto the king, True, O king. And he answered and said, Lo, I see four men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt. And the form of the fourth is like the Son of God. And I think he gave me that to give me the courage to speak about what I'm speaking about, and that he would protect me in, in saying that. One last thing. When the dancer in white is spinning up to worship the moon, and the camera is panning around in this iPad Go, the water becomes in the shape of Louisiana, split by a land bridge. One other thing, other than that, you will see the shape between the two land masses of Louisiana as it circles around. There's a bridge in the background that looks exactly like the bridge that crosses the Mississippi River in Baton Rouge. And you'll also notice all the purple and gold lighting that is around him as he's spinning up to the moon. I'm just saying, work point on the face with that's a work point on a blueprint for an ISA. It gives you longitude, latitude, and elevation. So, y'all can take it as you want. And other than that, guys, God bless y'all. Have a good day.